YouTube streaming software, so I've had some of a bit of an issue. Anyway, that's out of the way. Let's not talk about those. What's happened is happened. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Of course, you've probably seen the thumbnail, and I really feel like bragging about something. Of course, it's not that crazy, but I am going to brag about something here. We're going to talk about Bitcoin here. We're going to talk about Cardano. We're going to talk a little bit about XRP, and we're going to talk a little bit about one of our friends in the community, kind of reminiscing about Luna as well. We're going to talk about those and a few other bits and bobs, right? So let's get into this. If you're here for the first time, my name is Sham. This is 0xfiles. The truth is always out there, and I don't do scripts. This is all live and raw, okay? What you're getting is absolutely raw stuff here. So, you know, if you like this kind of this kind of stuff, then yeah, please let me know in the comments how you feel, and let's continue with whatever we're looking at, right? What we're looking at in the market. So there's a few bunch of things I want to talk about, and of course, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Just don't misbehave. There are mods here, and the mods will get rid of you. Of course, you're not seeing them yet, but they are coming. So let's talk about this, guys. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, right? So especially with the market, right? What I'm really what I feel like bragging about now. Those of you guys who follow me, you know me very well, right? I don't look at the market for what it's doing right now. I don't give a damn about the news. I don't care what the FOMO news are. I don't care what Twitter says or x.com says. I don't care what anybody says, right? To be honest, I don't follow the news, none of that business, because I'm a chart guy. I follow what the chart tells me. So if the chart told me that we're in a bear market, we're in a bear market. There's no ifs and buts about that. That's fully full fact. And I will kind of take the camera and show you the chart, what I'm talking about. If the chart says to me we're bullish, right? You know, we're in a bull run, we're in a bull run. So these are confirmations. When we look at these things, that's how we know, okay, the market is telling us wherever we need to go, whatever direction we're going. And I'm telling my community beforehand, guys, this is what we expect. So I've been banging on about how we need to get to about $90,000 to $92,000 since we were at 100K. So we were sitting at 100K for a good few weeks now. I've been telling everyone, guys, we need that correction. We need that correction. We need 20-25% correction. Sadly, we didn't get 20-25% correction. We got 15%. Do you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, right? We'll take 15%, for fuck's sake, right? We'll take it, right? Excuse my language, but yeah, we'll take it. So we got a 15% correction. Nothing too, you know, amazing, right? I know a lot of people was like, what the hell is this guy talking about? When the market dips, why is he so excited? I'm freaking always excited. I'm always excited. If I see a red candle, I'm excited, because there are reasons behind it. There are sometimes, of course, when I see a red candle, especially in a bear market, I will stay away. But in a bull market, a red candle is an opportunity. It's a reset for you, right? Those of you guys who have missed some pumps and XYZ, well, guess what? You buy the bottom of the red, all right, and you sell the top of the green. You just had a pump, right? So that's what I see. Now, I've been banging on about how we need to get to about $92,000. I see Silent, my brother. Nice to see you. So we you know, I've been going on about how we need to get that level and then kind of move sideways. Now, of course, what does sideways mean, right? Of course, everyone's going to be like, what the hell is sideways, right? So sideways is usually like when we have a couple of days or a few days, hopefully a few weeks is even better, right? Longer the better. If we can go sideways with the RSI, stochastic RSI, basically anything to do with momentum, right? Or basically the sentiment, right? If we can do anything with sentiment or momentum, we, you know, on a sideways movement, that's perfect for us. So we finally got, on a larger time frame, on a weekly time frame, we got the RSI flip sideways. Literally, it's like a straight line sideways, right? And I'll show you this, right? That is the first time we've got a signal to say sideways, but that's happened because of the last 2-3 days that we've been going up and down, and we've created something that allows us to move sideways now. Moving sideways gives us the green in the alts, right? Because I've mentioned this. I said BTC needs to be stable, sit back, relax, do absolutely nothing, all right? And when it does absolutely nothing, you will see the altcoins start to pump. And I will show you my charts in a bit, right? What I mean about that, right? Because it is so amazing when you look at the chart. Of course, most people want to see the chart the way I'm looking at it, but I am going to show you my chart so you understand what I'm talking about, because I'm kind of filtering the noise, guys. I don't want to know about the noise. Come on, there's noise. There's 4 million coins being tracked, 2 million coins being tracked, whatever, right? By each different coins. There's about 20 million coins out there. It's just noise. We don't need the noise. We just want to filter out whatever we're holding. So like, for example, if you are using TradingView, if you're not, then you know what, look in the description. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. Maybe you might find something there that's helpful to you. Like there's an exchange link there. And I'm not plugging anything. There's an exchange link there where you can do no KYC stuff as well. That's there. There are plenty more stuff that I don't share here on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, if anybody needs help with some of this stuff like bots and whatnot, then of course I share those on my Discord. So the Discord link is also out there. But TradingView link is also there if you want to go and start using TradingView, right? So I've just celebrated God knows how many years worth of TradingView. So they said, what do you want for Christmas? I said, give me another year or maybe more, 10 years worth of bloody TradingView for free because I've spent so much money with you guys. Anyway, so I'll show you my chart so that way, and then we can continue talking, right? So let me move this. Let me flip this over. So this is my chart, right? This is my chart. Now on my chart, what you're seeing is total market cap. So this is total BTC, Ethereum, Crow, Say, Pepe, and all the others, right? All the others, right? What you're seeing is, look, green. That's the only red on this chart. If you look carefully, you will see, right? And the other red is BTC dominance. So again, dominance, I'm not too fussed about. And BTC price, I'm not fussed about. So do you understand what we're talking about, guys? Do you understand what we're talking about, right? So ultimately, right? Silent, give me a second. Silent, give me a second. Shiver me timbers, yes, shiver me timbers, right? If you don't like the stream, please move on. Okay, mods are here; they will kick you anyway. But that's not the point. So if you don't understand the context or anything, yeah, you know what? I'm not even bothered. I'm not even looking at you. So whatever you want to say, carry on. No problem. You're helping the algorithm. A lot of the trolls that come here, they don't realize that they're kind of helping the algo. Carry on. We're going to talk about XRP and I'll probably start dissing it as well. So yeah, we're going to help the algorithm. So anyway, guys, if you're here for the first time, smash that like button. Don't even subscribe. I don't really care, right? But yeah, carry on with the trolling because you're helping the algorithm, right? So I hope people understood what I'm talking about the chart when I'm looking at it. First time, right, in many, many months, BTC is not leading. And this is what we were talking about. We were talking about how BTC needs to calm down, sit back, relax, and let the alts take over. Every time we attempted that, we failed, right? And we were basically, all the signals were telling us that we're in the altcoin season, but altcoins couldn't move because every time BTC starts moving, right? And it causes situations where, when BTC dumps 2-3%, everything else bleeds 10-15%. That's what we saw, right? So this is the first time we're seeing everything else leave BTC. Leave BTC, do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8% compared to what BTC right now is bleeding. So BTC is showing red while everything else is pumping, right? Alts are pumping. Earlier on today, I shared 4 charts, right? Screenshots. I didn't do anything. I just put screenshots of 4 different charts, all right? And it was a BTC chart. It was a total 1 chart, total 2 chart, and a total 3 chart. And when you start looking at it, you see total 2 and total 3 green, right? Everything else was red. And that's what you want to see. You want to see everything else to be red because that's going to give you the biggest gain. So if you're in an altcoin, that's what you want to see, right? If you're not in altcoins, then yeah, fine. If you're a Bitcoin maxi, carry on. Go and cry about how BTC is bloody today. But I'm an altcoin and a BTC, and I know what BTC needs to do. I use BTC as my indicator. BTC needs to settle down for the alts to move, and that's exactly what's happened right now. Right, and this is something I've been going on about for a good few weeks now on every single live stream, on every single day. Basically, we've been doing a live stream every single day. I don't think I've missed a single day. Right, I've been going on about how we need this, and this has finally come. And exactly as I mentioned, BTC goes sideways. We get the indicator telling us it's gone sideways, and all of a sudden, alts start pumping. Right, alts start pumping. Now we're gonna see the proper altcoin season, and we're gonna see the big moves come towards us. That's what's gonna happen. So ultimately, I'm really happy, and it doesn't matter. BTC can hover around, and honestly, this is the thing. I've mentioned this as well. BTC doesn't have to bleed out. Just stay where you are. Just do a little bit up and down. It's fine. Let the alts lead. Now, for the first time, we're seeing the alts lead. So let's see. Let's hope how this. I'm hoping this week goes very well. So that way, everything is going to go to the way we planned it, and we can start making a lot more money with the alts, basically. Because they bled out. Recently, they bled out because of BTC. So finally, I'm seeing the money shuffle back into the alts, because I know a lot of guys, even in our group, some guys have rotated from BTC into alts, and now the alts are pumping. So that's going to be really, really good for us, right? Now, I want to talk a little bit about Cardano. I want to talk about Cardano. So yesterday I shared a video on the Discord group, guys. So those of you guys from my immediate community, right, who are part of the YouTube channel original subscribers, right? I'm not talking about the trolls and this and that. These guys are useless anyway. I don't even know why they come, other than giving the algorithm a nice little kick. I don't understand why trolls even bother here. But anyway, those of you who are on Discord, I shared a video of Charles Hoskinson. He published it last night. Basically, for our night, it was his day, basically, in Colorado. Anyway, he published that, And in that video, he was kind of talking about, he was replying back to someone regarding some public situations they've had on x.com. Basically, they had a little fight on x.com. So that was his kind of reply. But in that video, if you watch it right to the end, he actually exposes how many partnerships they have, right? Or how many people they're talking to, negotiating to become a partner. He literally names every one of them. And then he drops something there. He dropped something there, and I thought that was freaking amazing. So if you're a freaking Bitcoin maxi, you want to listen to this, because he's talking about how they want to basically bring smart contract functionality to BTC. And they're not the first, by the way. Others have also tried. Others are also doing that work. In fact, Stacks, a lot of people, I don't know if you know about this, there's a project called Stacks. They've already been working on it for years, right? So now other what do you call this, blockchains are trying to bring cross compatibility to BTC, because that's the only way. Because BTC, look, I've talked about this, BTC is about to be centralized. If it's going to be centralized, they need that cross compatibility, because they don't want to be left behind, right? And I think they're bringing that means Cardano, with those news and with the updates, Cardano will definitely get a massive pump, regardless whether they go to the moon or not. That's a different story, but I think they're going to have a pump. Right, and if they're going to have a pump, I think we're going to be all anybody like us, we're all still holding bags, we're all going to do really well, right? So I think it's going to be a really awesome thing to look at. If you're holding your bags, I don't think we need to dump yet, right? Of course, now with the altcoins is just starting. So yes, I know it's bled out a little bit, guys. We lost about 20-30%, but I don't think it's anything. We can actually probably from here still do another 2, 3, 4, 5x on some of these alts. Right now, looking at some of the other ones, for example, the big blue chip ones, right? So of course Cardano's a blue chip, and I think it's going to be bullish. Again, the link is on Discord, so anyone who's there, you can see it. I'm not talking to the trolls anyway, so please. Now, when it comes to the XRP, I want to talk a little bit about XRP, right? So there's a few things I've mentioned a few times on some of my XRP videos that I've did, and I've shouted and screamed and effing out blind, everybody. I swear that everybody, right? But let me say a few things here, right? And I think it's going to be a good answer for what one of the members asked me earlier on. He said, look, see, and it's a reasonable question he asked, right? He said, if XRP is rubbing shoulders with all of these institutions and all of these country leaders and whatnot, right? If they're doing this with all these monetary institutions, including IMF, right? If he's rubbing shoulders, taking pictures and whatnot, isn't that bullish for XRP? 1,000% bullish. 1,000% bullish, right? Bullish in the sense that it all generates hype. It all generates hype. But from my point of view, the way I looked at it is, look, yes, we're bullish on the coin. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. And he's definitely partnering up with dollars, not knowing that he's already been partnered. So I've mentioned this on another video as well. I said, look, he's partnered with 50 different countries, right? For his ROUSD, 50 different countries, right? And we've got ISO 2022 or whatever coming. And when that comes in, there's going to be a lot of money transmittance going on between countries, that everyone's going to use his technology. So yes, for the company itself, is freaking very bullish, right? And of course, if we can buy shares in his company, then yeah, everyone's going to make a shit ton of money, because he's going to be minting money basically, right? So I think it's really bullish. And of course, for XRP holders as well, it's also a very bullish thing. Now, does that really mean that XRP is going to shoot to the moon $100? I know some people are calling for $100-$200. Maybe not, but whatever the case is, and this is what I want to say, guys, just being realistic here, right? Our crypto market right now sitting at what, $3.2 trillion or whatever, $3.23 trillion. We don't have the room for going to trillions of dollars yet. XRP, definitely the XRP ledger is going to be responsible for bringing anything between 20 to 40 trillion dollars, right, of stocks and shares, tokenized stocks and shares onto the blockchain. It's also going to facilitate buying and selling crypto through the bank. So that's all happening, right? But I'm still not sure how that kind of filters down to XRP. $40 trillion coming to the blockchain with smart contracts doesn't mean $40 trillion is going to come to XRP. So all I'm saying is, guys, it's okay. We're getting ready to fly off. We're getting ready to fly off, right? But just stay a little bit grounded, right? We don't know how high we're going to go. My number I've thrown already, right? I've said, look, $10, yeah, because that's what the chart's telling me. The chart's telling me, yeah, we can do a $10, right? So that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at a higher number. And I've also said to everyone, I said, guys, if we hit $10 for XRP, that's a $1 trillion fully diluted market cap for XRP. Fully diluted. Of course, that means all the coins in supply. That's a big thing. A lot of people don't realize this. That's the big thing, right? But of course, people are talking about $100 trillion market cap, right? I'm like, hold on, $100 trillion. Do we have that? You know what I mean? Do we have that $10 trillion, 100? Like, you know, when you're talking about $500 coin, you're literally talking about $50 trillion market cap for XRP alone. Right? When you calculate the $40 trillion coming in, and yeah, maybe, but it just doesn't make sense. It's like, how does $40 trillion filter into XRP? Unless you got $40 trillion to invest in it, that means more and more people buying XRP, right? And the price goes up and the demand is high, right? Then yes, we can see $100, $200 coin. That hasn't happened yet, because if you're forgetting, XRP Foundation, Ripple Labs, still holds majority of the tokens. So it's not fully diluted yet. So fully diluted literally means when it's all out in the market. It's not all out in the market. So the little crumbs that we have publicly, maybe, yeah, we can pump it, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm not going to go down that route, because I know every time I go down that route, I get hated on. So I'm not going to talk too much, but I believe that, yes, you are correct. And that's what I wanted to reiterate, because as I said, I'll answer it on the video. I do believe that all of the centralization that XRP has, right, and all of the partnerships that it's making is definitely bullish for XRP, at least for the hype. Right, at least for the hype, if nothing else, right? It's definitely going to be. But as a technology layer, they've been in the game for a very long time. They've been using the technology for a very long time. You know, they own many different companies, like even they own MoneyGram as well, right? But none of this, owning all of these and transferring millions of dollars, billions of dollars per year, doing all of these transactions through the banks and whatnot, I've never seen it filter down to XRP. So that's my point. I'm just being real here. I was like, I've seen billions and billions and billions of dollars being transacted through XRP, right? Or we know about it at least, right? Because even in the beginning, they were partnered with 200 different banks in the United States. Even when XRP was having the court case, right? Many cryptocurrency exchanges delisted XRP, but the banks were still using it. Think about that. So because of the court case, SEC court case, exchanges delisted XRP. So in the crypto side, it got delisted, right? And that's where all the drama was. But the other side of the business, it was fine. It was business as usual, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Please understand where I'm coming from. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, look, there's a side of the business that's doing what it's doing, and that's exactly what's happening. All the centralization is happening for that. It's not happening for crypto. Crypto is just another arm of XRP. So please understand this, right? Or Ripple Labs, to say. That's probably the best way. So that's that. Right. Now, what do I want to talk about? Right. What else am I going to talk about? What else? I was going to talk about Luna. So one of the brothers, he was talking about Luna, and I think Roach asked something, because he said like how we almost went to 6 figures. And let me explain this, right? So Luna, Solana, Cardano, there's a few other coins, but let's just stick on those ones while I remember, right? So Solana, we were talking about Solana when it was like a couple of dollars, right? Buy. We were giving signals to people, buy when Solana's a couple of dollars. And then Solana went to the moon, no problem. That was last season, right? And then Solana had the Luna crash situation, and then it dumped and it went to like $8, $9. From about $10 onwards, I've been banging on about it. Buy. So we did okay, because a lot of us we bought. With Cardano, I've been banging on about it since 2018, when it was 3 cents. 3 cents, right? It was about 3 or 4 cents like in UK, it was like 3 pence or something. So I can't remember. It's 3 something. It was 3 pence or 3 cents, right? I've been banging on about it. So a lot of people have bought that. Yes, they made life-changing money on that one. So obviously, you know, a few $1,000s and boom, you've made 6-7 figures. 6 figures at least, right? 6 figures. With the Solana, same, like a couple of dollars, you bought it, boom, you know, a couple of $100 worth, you done all right. You know what I mean? You done all right. Even if you bought a couple of thousand, depending on your budget, yeah, you do right. So Luna, we did the same thing. We bought it, we were banging on about it when it was like $2. So of course we went all the way to the moon, all the way to the top, right? Everyone did that until Luna crashed. But during that time, there was one thing I did, and this is what I was telling everyone on Discord. I said, guys, I actually took my initial investment out. And one of the brothers was asking, like, how did you take your initial out? Well, this is a strategy I always use. For me, whenever I double a coin, so double in value. So when I went from $2 to $4, the first thing I did, because the way I do my maths is quite weird. It doesn't make sense to most people. A lot of people say you're an idiot. Maybe I am, right? Maybe I am, but I just see things a different way. So for example, if I buy something for $1,000 and it becomes worth $2,000, the first thing I do is take my $1,000 away. Now, if it goes to the moon, it's not my money anymore. Now, if it goes to the bin, it's still not my money anymore. Do you see what I mean? So I play the game slightly different. Now, this is my strategy that I'm going to try and explain to you. Hopefully it makes sense. Maybe if you're mathematical, it will make sense to you. If I buy something for $2 and it goes to $4 and I sell half my bag and I take my initial investment out, it's $4, right? I sold it at $4. I still hold half of the supply at $4. Now, if it goes from $4 to $40, which I don't know, we don't have a crystal ball. If it goes to $40, I've 10x just the profit money. Of course, if I held double, I would have held double the profit. But in order for me to have the double the profit, I'm also risking all my assets. So I don't risk. That's one thing I don't do. My risk management is whenever I double 1x like profit on top, my initials out. I always take my initial out. That's my only target. When I'm entering any crypto, it's only my initial has to come out as soon as I 1x. In fact, there are times when I'll trade. Roach is here. Nice to see you, my brother. Whenever I basically, there are strategies, right? So depending on the season. So on a bull run, I want to 1x and I want to take my initial out, right? You say you do it at 3x. Great, no problem. Each to their own. I like to do it 1x. Now, in a bear market or during a bear market, I play differently, by the way. During that time, I usually do 10, 15, 20%, right? And what I do is every time I make 10, 15, 20%, I'll take 10, 15, 20% off the table because I know I can't do a 1x. I can't do a 2x. I'm just being logical. I can't do it. So that time, Kayazia, he knows about this. I tell him all the time. At that time, take 10, 15%, 20% off the table, right? If you can take those off the table, then basically you're taking your initial in a staggered way. You're taking them out slowly as you're moving up. And now you take your initial out. Now whatever's remaining is just bonus money. So I don't play the high risk game. Of course, I do take high risk and I lost a lot of money when I do leverage. So if I think I'm bullish on something, right? What I would do, I would go and play with 10%. So instead of playing with 100%, like for example, if I was going to do $1,000 worth of a spot buy, so these are spot buys I'm talking about, I would do a 10% worth, like $100 worth of a leverage trade. So I'm making the money on the leverage trade. So for me, that's a way of hedging. It's like, okay, I'm going to take a chance. I feel bullish. I'm going to buy $100 worth. I'm going to long at 10x. Right? If that makes me my 1,000 back, then great. If it doesn't, by all means, it's okay. However, the spot wallet, right? Yes, no problem. That's another way I'm hedging. If that now makes me my profit, my initial back, then of course I want that back as well. Whatever the case is, I want my initial back. I don't give a damn about what the market does, how high we go, because there's no guarantees we're going to get to 1,000x, 100x, or whatever people want to dream about. There's no guarantees. I don't play with that. Do you see what I mean? So for me, it's always like the way I practice myself, and I've always kept this. I say discipline, risk management, strategy. You must have all three. I call it a triangle, right? You must have those, right? Your discipline is when you enter that trade in crypto or any bonds and shares and stock, especially crypto though. The moment you put $100 in, $1,000 in, $10,000 in, when you press that button to buy, whether you're doing a long or short, whether you're just buying on spot, when you press that button to buy or submit your order, right, you have to assume loss. You've lost that money. You are not in profit. You've lost that money, right? That money's gone into the black hole, right? You only recover that money, right, when you sell. So when you sell for a profit, you've made profit. If you sell for a loss, you made a loss, right? Either way, until you press that button sell, you've lost that money. That's the assumption you have to make. So for me, because I've already made that assumption based on my discipline, right? I've made the assumption, I've lost the money. Now, when I see that money being doubled, as soon as it doubles, I want my initial out, right? Because now I'm not losing because I want to sell half of it. Now, guess what? I haven't lost my money. Now I don't even take, if I take profit, then I call it take profit. If I haven't taken it, it's just bonus money, just sitting there. Do you see what I mean? So that's how I kind of play the game. And it allows me to take more risk, bigger risk, by the way. So I know a lot of people thinking he sells 50%, he leaves 50%, and then he says probably going to 10x. Yeah, 40 goes to 10, no problem. But I can take a lot more risk. Now I can do leverage trading. I can do all sorts of stuff with that free money. I can take risk, but I've never risked my initial investment. You see what I mean? So that's how it is, and I kind of rotate that because dry powder is important, guys. A lot of people don't, you're constantly buying the dip, buying the dip, buying the dip. And I know a lot of influencers talk about it, right? Big ones, the big channels out there, the big hyped and advertised and the pumped one, right? The whatever nonsense, right? So those guys, they will pump it, right? So always buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. You're probably buying the dip to help them out, right? I don't teach that here. I'm like, no, you buy the dip. That's it. Fuck the buying the dip, the buying the dip. Why would you just buy one dip, right? And when it gets to the point, like for example, you've put $100 in, you made $200 just for the sake of it, right? You made $200. You take your initial out, you've got the $100 there. If it goes to 10x, great. But because you now have your cash back in your pocket, well, guess what? You got dry powder. You can buy another asset with that money. And maybe that asset does another 5x for you. You see what I mean? You got to rotate that cash, because there's no point going in there and keep on pumping money in, right? You're pumping. You're just non-stop putting money in there. How does that help anybody? I can assure you, a lot of the people during a bull market, they see a big balance. They're all rich, right? Oh yeah, let's go and spend. Let's go and splash out, right? They're all excited, right? But then when it comes to the bear market, they're freaking going McDonald's for a job. You know what I mean? Because they lost it. They haven't got anything. In our cases, right, when the bear market comes in, just before the bear market comes in, we exit and we sit back, relax. We're like, we're waiting now. We've got all the dough, whatever we want to do. So when the bear market comes in, we're ready. We're going to get in. In fact, I'm going to launch a video. I'm going to do a video for you guys, right, guys? And I'm not going to do a vertical one. It's going to be a horizontal one. But that video is going to be pre-recorded, because I will show you the bear market. So now, right now, I'm going to predict what prices we're going to go to, and I'm going to publish that video, so you will see exactly what prices targets we have for the bear market bottom. Nobody can tell you what the bear market bottom price is. I will do that. I will do that. So those of you who are new here for the first time, you haven't experienced anything like this before. There are a lot of guys here for the last 4 years. They've experienced it all. You're about to experience something. If you subscribe, if you like, if you share, whatever, join the Discord, right? And then you'll find out for yourself. When I drop that chart, right, with the drawing on it, I'm going to make a fresh chart, do some drawings on it. I'll even share the link to that chart, so that those of you guys who have any doubts, you can go and check it out, right? And see when that the lines were drawn. I'll put dates and time, and the videos are obviously, the truth is out there. I say that because the videos are my evidence. So I will publish a video with the bear market bottom target price. So everybody that follows me, they already know what price to expect. So when the market ends, we know. When we're going to go to the bottom, we know where to start targeting to buy, when to start dollar cost averaging down. We don't dollar cost average up, we dollar cost average down from a specific price. I already know the price. I talked about it the other day. I've already got those numbers. So those are going to come. Those are going to come, right? So let's see what's going on. I wasn't looking at the chats, right? Because there was an idiot there. I wasn't looking at the chat. Lily said, hi, Lily. Nice to see you. I don't know what pickle mate. I don't know what he's talking about. What are you talking about? Just join. Wanna gamers. Okay, wanna gamers. We're talking about crypto, man. But anyway, listen, when I see a troll, I just ignore it. What's the point? It's like when you see an idiot, wow me, maybe, whatever, right? It's complete troll. You know what I mean? When you see some idiot, you like, just forget it. Because what they don't realize is they come on a live stream and they ruin it for everybody else. It completely ruined the experience for everybody else. Because I might start effing and blinding, and a lot of people might leave. In fact, I'll tell you this, right? Recently, I've sweared on the live streams and whatnot and this and that, and a whole bunch of idiots have come and completely destroyed the live stream, right? Completely destroyed the live stream, and then I'm having to talk to them to the point where I've recently lost a whole bunch of subscribers because they I know who they are. They call me, they're like, Sham, you know. Yes, there are sometimes you swear 1 or 2 words and this and that. That's fine, right? But you know, sometimes when these people come in there, it's not enjoyable anymore, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? Even me talking about it now, it's just not. It's not. It's just BS. You know what I mean? So anyway, right. Let's see. Oh, crypto says re-explain when you take 15-20%. So basically, you know, when I'm playing around in the bear market, so in the bear market, of course, we're playing candles, right? We're buying the red and we're selling the greens, right? Because we don't know if we're going up or down, right? So during that time, right, if my coin, I bought something and I'm not seeing anything much happen, right? So let's talk about this. I'm not seeing anything much happen. However, I've noticed, I've tracked and I can see an uptrend forming, right? Just for the sake of it, I'm seeing an uptrend forming and I see a nice little 10% pump there. However, my indicators are telling me we're going to dump a little bit. For me, I'm cashing in my 10%. I'm cashing in my 10%. Do you know what I mean? So I'll cash in. Sometimes I'll even cash that entire lot with the 10%. Because now I know there's a dip coming. I'll take my 110% off the table and then redeploy my 110%, so I have more coins to accumulate. Because you've got to have to play this. And there's a technique that I use. Ouch is not here. So I actually taught him through the school that I have. Well, kind of a school that I have, right, where I do my thing. I actually taught him how to buy and sell, right, without looking at the price. So we don't care about the price action. how to buy and sell and accumulate more and more and more coin, right? Or if you want to do USD, yeah, more and more USD. All right. So there is a way, there is a technique where it doesn't matter what the price is, doesn't matter where the candle is, you just follow a particular type of a trigger. And every time we get to that level, you sell. Every time you get to a particular level, you buy. And on average, you will make per day, right? Sometimes per day, you can make 5-10% non-stop, non-stop. It's a day trade thing, right? That I kind of teach. But it's a one-to-one school thing. I won't tell everybody here. So yeah, that's something we teach as well. So that's how I kind of do it. But just for normal people on spot market, if you are doing it, even on leverage, if you're doing it as well, guys, end of the day, there's no harm. You're in it for the money, make the money, take the profit. If you're making 10%, take 10% off the table, right? Every time you make 10%, take it off the table, right? Because you always have more. So do that. That's very important. Crypto says, I love risk too much, Sham. Why do you risk, man? Message says, yo to you too. So it's a sad reality, but look, don't play with risk, man. Don't play with risk. Yes, if the highest risk is obviously meme coins and this and that. Yeah, we're gonna risk all of those things. Talking of meme coin, we have a freaking meme coin. No one's bought it. Do you see what I mean? No one's even bought it. So but it's a risk, right? All of these things are a risk. You never know. You never know. Do you know what I mean? So end of the day, even BTC, everything is a risk, right, guys? Everything is a risk, right? But ultimately, look, the way I'm looking at it, market so far playing exactly as we wanted. We want the altcoins to move, BTC to move sideways. BTC is doing that. That's the most important thing. If you are going to go and like, I'm hoping, like, you know, when we talked about, look, guys, this is a reset. This is what we want. Everything's looking bullish, right? So based on that, if things are looking bullish, if you have bought, you know, if we use us, like, for example, what I'm talking about is those guys who follow my videos. Remember, I talked about stop loss. If you were stopped out from a higher price, well, now if you bought, even if you buy the green today, and this is no joke, even if you buy a green today, right, technically you would have more coins than you had before, even today, right? So that's that. And then obviously I have dry powder, guys. Have dry powder. Anything else you guys want me to talk about? Because I forgot. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. But let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about. I'll talk about it. Yes, Jaffa, this is live. It's always live. We just do lives. Some people go and watch it later on, but we're at 100% live here. No BS here. No. Talk about Tron. Okay, Tron. What do you want to know about Tron? Justin Sun, he owns it. Okay, that's what we can say. Tron surprised everybody recently when it did the big pump. But other than that, Tron is not, you know, it is a good, it's look, let's put it this way. Originally it launched the similar time when Binance launched as well. In fact, Justin Sun is a good friend of Binance, it's CZ from Binance. They're good friends as well. So he launched that. It's his coin. It's just like Binance anyway, same type of thing. It is a network. It's doing its thing. There's thousands of blockchains out there. It's just another one. What makes it good, right? Yes, it's cheap. That makes it good. But what kind of projects are being built there? Do you know what I mean? So far, Tron, most of the scammers, like casinos and this and that, that's what they build on that, right? We all know this, right? That's what Tron is known for. Like Solana is known for the meme coins, and that narrative's changing, by the way, because I know a lot of other blockchains are taking some of that as well, like Sui's taking some of that. So there is a hype phase, and again, these are legacy coins. So for example, Tron is a legacy technically because it's been here since 2017. So based on that, yeah, legacy projects are, if they've stuck around, they've been battle tested, right? Time tested. They will survive, so not an issue. But whatever you do, guys, what you have to understand is it doesn't matter, and I'm not saying anything bad about it. Any blockchain is a good thing, right? So one of the things I always say in a bear market, and I've said this over and over again, especially in a bear market, when people come up to me and say to me, Sham, what should we buy? What coin should we buy? One coins that I always suggest to everyone, I say, guys, without even thinking about it, in a bear market bottom, buy any blockchain. Just buy the blockchain's coin, right? The natural native coin of the block. Just buy it. Doesn't matter if it's TRX, doesn't matter if it's Sui, doesn't matter, whatever. You buy it, right? Ethereum, whatever. You buy the blockchain native asset. Of course, any other meme coins or ERC20, those things we do differently, right? You bought it in 2018, haven't... Sorry, I bought TRX in 2018 and haven't bought myself to sell it yet. Next couple of months I will, though. Yes, so consider selling. But what I always say to people, Jafar, what I always say to people is in a bull market, right, when this is an opportunity, this is a God-given opportunity to all of us, right? I don't know if you believe in God or not, but I do, and I love my God, right? So for me, I believe that this is a God-given opportunity, right, where we've come to the peak of a bull market. Actually, this is what I was going to talk about. When did we enter the bull market? So a lot of people are kind of confused about when the bull market started, right? It's hilarious. In fact, in history, later on, 10, 15 years from now, people will say the 2024 bull market, or maybe even the 2025 bull market. But actually, it's going to be the end of the bull market. Our bull market, this bull market started in around November or December 2022. This bull market started in December or November 2022. Let's just say November 2022, when we hit that peak bottom and we started to reverse. That's when we started to move. We started the bull market, and the bear market started in 2021. So the bear market was from 2021 to 2022, and then the 2022 we started the bull run. So from that point, right, we've been at the, we've been non-stop gaining, right? So a lot of the coins have been pumping, whatnot, doing whatever. That's when we should buy. Now, when we come to a situation where we are right now, I've said it on many other videos because I do a live stream every single day. I said, guys, we're at the beginning of the end of the bull market. So what means where we have to now start preparing ourselves to start selling. So what I've did like a month ago, 2 months ago, I've told everyone on the live streams as well. I said, guys, I've taken all my altcoins from my decentralized wallets or whatever. Of course, there are decentralized exchanges where I can do limit orders, right? So buy, sell on a limit order. Those ones I have my triggers. I've done that. But there are some coins I can't sell through those decentralized exchanges. So what I've done is I've moved the funds over to centralized exchanges, and I've put a sell order, right? So a limit, like a stop loss, right? I've put that. Why? Because as we move forward, yes, we're going to get lovely gains, but when the market finishes, right, nobody's going to be prepared. That's the thing. So you'd rather prepare for the end now. It doesn't matter. Put a trailing stop, move with the market, and delta, we talk about when a trailing stop or stop loss. There's something called a delta. Delta is basically the difference you're willing to risk, like how much you're willing to lose before you're exited. So for example, the market moves up every single day, 5%, 6%, no problem. And you say, for example, you have a 10% trailing stop, right? If the market collapses by 10%, then it will exit you out. Of course, with the altcoins, they bleed out a lot more with the BTC. So for example, if BTC does 5%, other alts would do 10, 15%, depending on which alt it is, right? Not all of them react like that, but a lot of them do. So you have a different delta, right? And yes, you might lose on the way down. You might lose 15, 20%, right? But you still get to keep most of it if you've bought earlier. Like yourself, you're saying 2018, you done well, bro. I respect you. That's good. That's not bad. Tron, I've never held Tron, to be honest. In the beginning, yes, I did hold some. Traded it, bought it, sold it. 2020, around there, I kind of sold it, and I've just haven't held it. But I do use Tron for my I used to. Now I use Solana, actually. I used to use Tron for my USDT transfers because they used to only charge $1. So I used to love that. But yeah, that's what it was. El Hadi says, your point of view holding XRP. Thank you. Oh no, I've given my point of view already. As I said, I mean, did you watch the video from the beginning? If you haven't, maybe you missed it, right? But I'll just reiterate a little bit, right? I've got many videos about XRP where I kind of shout and scream about it as well, where I kind of show you all the negative things about it. But for example, one of our brothers is a big XRP holder, and he's been holding since 2018, 2019, right? And I've said to him, I said, look, XRP, the community is strong. I have respect, nothing but respect for the XRP army, right? Army. I have nothing but respect for them. The people who are holding XRP for such a long time, right? Through the pumps and the dumps, right? They've been holding. I have nothing but love for them. However, I'm not happy with the kind of centralization that's going on. However, he's kind of countered me, and he said to me, but isn't that a good thing? And funny thing is, it is a good thing. But my question is it a good thing that's going to filter into the XRP crypto, not Ripple? Because Ripple, yes, it's a great thing for Ripple. When Ripple partners with 50 countries, when Ripple partners with, like in the beginning, Ripple had 200 banks. Now they probably have 2,000 banks. I'm not even sure because they got 50 countries, right? All the banks in 50 countries, they have that. The ISO 2020, they're part of that standard, and they're already using the Ripple ledger for MoneyGram since they bought MoneyGram. I can't remember if it was 2020 or 2018 or something. I can't remember when. It was between those 2 years they bought MoneyGram, right? I forgot how much they paid for it, but yeah. So think about it. They bought MoneyGram. They've been testing MoneyGram with the Ripple ledger, the XRP ledger. They've been testing it with that, right? So that's already been happening. They've been doing fast transfers already. You know what I mean? So, but I've never seen whatever they've done, the millions and billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars worth of transactions that they've done, right, for this many years on the network, right, for the banks, for the MoneyGram, for all of those things, and there's a few other companies that they bought. Has that actually filtered into XRP? That's the question I ask. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, look, the hype is there. So if the hype is there, make the money. Make the money. If there's hype, right, make the money. You know, people say, buy the rumor. Buy the rumor. No joke. You actually buy the rumor, but sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news, right? So yes, if there's going to be hype and we're completely aware and we've seen all the evidence, there's going to be a massive hype, we're on it. That's where we make the money. But when we make the money, we also got to protect ourselves with stop losses, trailing stops, or whatever you have, whatever method you use that, right? Because that's how you're going to protect. Because don't be, what I say to people, and don't take this the wrong way, I say don't be foolish. If we're getting an opportunity to make money, right, then we should make the money, offload when everybody's dumping. We should dump before them because we have a plan. We dump, and then we wait and we buy again. We don't need to take the money out. So it's not just, make the money and take the money. We can now buy more coins when the coins dump. So if you really, really believe in a particular asset, Bitcoin, I know there's a lot of maxis, Bitcoin maxis, Solana maxis, Ethereum maxis, right? Tron, right? Let's talk about Tron. If you talk about XRP, yes, there's loads of guys who are absolute maxis, and I'm okay with that. All I say to them, if you are a real, true, dedicated maxi, you should be holding more of that coin, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that you invest more money from going out there working in McDonald's and bringing more money home. No, it means you sell the top, you buy again, and you accumulate more coins. That's the real definition of a proper maxi. So if you're, I think I'm a freaking maxi because that's what I preach to people. That's what I do. So I must be a maxi. You know what I mean? I just don't call myself a freaking maxi. It is what it is. Anyway, that's my thing. So yes, I do think XRP, in my opinion, final thoughts. I've said this many times, and I've made the call as well. I said I think XRP is going to $10. Right, $10. It was a shame that they dumped it the other day when we went to $2.90. Right, somebody sold $4 billion worth. It's a shame, but we had a perfect opportunity to test the previous all-time high, and then the market would have been a lot more hyped. But whatever happens for a reason, and there's probably something out there, and I think something good is going to come out because now the market's reset. Now the BTC's reset. BTC's now going sideways and alts are leading. There is a massive opportunity for XRP to now start shooting for that $3.30, possibly even 5, 6, and then the $10. $10 is where I finally go and stop. I haven't given a higher number yet, but if we progress, then I can see another number. But right now, guys, when I do my technicals with the Fibonacci's and all the other tools that I use, whatever number I see is the number that I give. Like, for example, BTC, the highest number I can see on a chart right now, based on the maths that I did, is 133 to 137. That's that. For ETH, the highest I can see is around 12 grand. So that's a good number there, right? I see 12 grand. For XRP, when we were like at $1, something like this, the highest number I could see was $10. You see what I mean? So that's not bad. From $1 to $10, that's a high number. So that's how I kind of see certain things. Different coins give different percentages, but those are the numbers that I see anyway. So CL says, what happened with RH and the corrupt SEC and the corrupt Interpol? Who's RH, brother? I don't know who RH is. But when you talk about corrupt SEC, corrupt Interpol, aren't they all corrupt? Everything's corrupt. Isn't the entire government corrupt? The whole government is designed to be against you. Isn't that their whole business is you? Right? The government and the law and all of those things are meant for you. So That's their job. We are their commodity. Richard Hart. Richard Hart. I don't know, man. I don't follow him, brother. I do hold, you know what? I do. It's funny. So I hold some. I've made money on Hexcoin when it first launched, right? I made money on it, and I have it in some freaking wallet. I don't even know where it is, right? Believe me, I don't know where the wallet is. It's there somewhere because I changed my device. I don't know where it is, but I do hold some Hex and some Pulse as well, right? I do hold some Pulse, but other than that, honestly, to be honest, I don't know. I don't follow him because you know what? I'll tell you what. Richard Hart, I admired him. I'll be honest with you. I admired this guy, right? Because I used to, you know, when he first came into the scene and he started promoting Hex, right? He made a few good points. I could see through that. Okay, look, it looks scammy, but it's okay. He made a very good few points. He was to sit on a live stream for 3-4 hours promoting his coin, talking about his coin, right? In fact, he used to go to proper shows like crypto shows and this and that, right? Conferences and whatnot. And he would go there and he would go and push himself towards people so that he can give interviews. So he did all of those. So he got the attention, and you know, he got a massive following as well, like a cult following, right? He got that, which is great, right? He launched Hex and he did exactly what he said, regardless whether he manipulated or not, because I know a lot of people in the beginning said he manipulated, and funny thing is he probably did, right? But sometimes, do you know what? I've been involved in creating cryptocurrencies as well, so I know, right? So when sometimes you have no choice but to kind of manipulate it so it benefits the other people. And yes, people who have bought Hexcoin have seen massive gain. I have bought Hexcoin, so I didn't buy from the pre-sale or anything. I bought it normal on the open market, and yeah, I've seen the pump. I've been the money I got out. You know, but ultimately, some people are going to lose, some people are going to make money anyway. But when he's launched Pulse Chain, that didn't make sense to me. That was all scammy to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. I was like, dude, you launch one, improve that, make that into a great thing. All of a sudden, now you want to launch another one. Hold on, what's going on here? And the amount of money he raised is just hilarious, right? And then he goes on a world tour, right? And just showing off, bling, bling, flashing. I was like, seriously, dude, right? Honestly, that as soon as I saw that, I was like, nah, bro, leave it. I don't want to even know you anymore, right? So that was it. I just didn't follow him anymore. And then I have talked about Hexcoin recently a few times, but because of community stuff. But other than that, I won't even talk. I don't even know about him anymore. I don't really care. So I'm not sure what's going on. As I said, I have a wallet somewhere. I don't even know. So El Hadi says, thank you, great analysis. It's just the truth, brother, nothing more. I'm not here trying to basically tell you my point of view or anything like this. This is not my point of view. It's just what's there and what I see, right? The reality is the reality, all right? And ultimately, if we're in it, we need to make money. We make the money. We don't care like for me, like this channel, most of my viewers, subscribers, people who follow me on Discord and everything, they know this very well, right? I don't follow the news. I don't know. Sometimes people come up to me, have you seen what happened? I don't know. I'm not joking. Someone could be dropping some sort of a freaking missile next door to me. I wouldn't have a clue. I don't follow the news. I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch any news channels or whatever. None of that business. So I don't know what the news is. I'm not joking. Even my, like, you know, the news feed that Samsung phone has, that's switched off. Google news feed switched off. I don't want to know. I do not want to know. Unless I'm looking for something, I don't search it myself, then I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just noise, man. It's just noise, and it just diverts you. So for me, I focus on the chart, the technicals, and like if I'm looking at a particular company, then I want to deep dive into what the company's doing. And then if I see something, it needs to make sense to me, because billions and billions of dollars have been transferred, moved around the world, but has that filtered into Ripple, XRP? No, the crypto is separate from the company, and that's what I've been banging on about. A lot of people just don't realize it. But ultimately, is there anything wrong? No, there's nothing wrong with that. But all I'm saying is, guys, if you're in crypto, if you're in XRP, understand there's a truth out there. Look at it, and then you're much more wiser. But don't be that person who just looks at one thing and ignores everything else. Don't do that. That's wrong. You know. So yes, I am taking questions. Hold on, let me see what's going on. CEO says, what about PLS? And I just said that, Pulse Chain and PLX. Yeah, I didn't see the point of that. You had Hexcoin, man, right? You had Hexcoin, right? So if you had Hexcoin, why do you need another one? Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean. I'll give you a good example. If you look at the description of this YouTube channel, um, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, I launched a meme coin, right? 0xfiles. It's basically a channel's coin. I launched a meme coin. I didn't keep a single coin for myself, right? Of course, some people have, like, there are a few people who said, oh, this guy's he's a known rug, whatever. They've been saying, you know, people just basically making things up, right? But what they didn't realize is I launched it on pump.fun. So on pump.fun, I only have the option to buy when I launch the token. Other than that, there's no other involvement with me. So someone said, oh, there's 30 Solanas there. I didn't put the 30 Solana. It shows up as a dev. I'm not the dev. That's the pump.fun. That 30 Solana was pump.fun. It wasn't me. And then I think the people who created it, they also bought. So the people from pump.fun, they actually bought like 1 Solana's worth or 2 Solana's worth. So I've been tracking it. But I didn't hold any because it's just for fun. You know what I mean? If I do a proper cryptocurrency, like a utility or something that you can stake and whatnot, proper project, then yeah, of course, that's it. We're going to work on that for another decade, 2 decades if need be, because that's what you do. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, Charles Hoskinson, he's my hero. I like him, right? Has he worked on any other projects? No, he's only working on Cardano. He left Ethereum, he started on Cardano, and he's just been sticking it out on Cardano. I love that. Vitalik, he's been on Ethereum. Has he built anything else? He's probably had involvements, like consensus and this and that. But has he built another crypto? No, he's fixing that one. So Hexcoin had a great opportunity to be that one blockchain to do whatever. And then he decided to create post-chain and raise all that money and whatnot. It just doesn't make any sense. Why do you need all of that? Don't confuse yourself. Like SHIB, they also similar as well. They had Bone and this, that, whatever. Why you do that for? You ruin it. Do you know what I mean? So, let's see. ABC. Do you think Bitcoin will go up in price long term? Of course. Oh, 100% ABC. So be patient. I'm going to go through the questions as I answer all of these guys. So if you have asked the question, please be patient. You can probably understand I'm answering line by line. So whenever I'm getting a question, I'm trying to answer that person. I'm here for everybody. So just be patient. You will get your answer. I'm not going to jump comments, right? I don't even know what's at the bottom anymore. So until I get there, just be patient, right? So do I think Bitcoin price is going up? Yes, I do. Immediate time, I think BTC we're going to get to about $133,000 to $137,000. However, there is a future prediction that I've made that yesterday as well, but that prediction is not solid because we don't have a crystal ball. But when you look at the charts and we apply certain maths, we do get a number telling us that we will get about $250,000 all the way up to $334,000 to $384,000. That range we already have. Now I know some people are calling for it to go to $1 million. If we get to $300,000 or $380,000, millions around the corner. So I know some people have called $10 million. That could happen if the financial system crashes, if all the money goes to rubbish, if the US dollar becomes Zimbabwe money. You know, when Zimbabwe had a $50 trillion note, when we get to that level, yes, each BTC could be worth 10 million, if not $100 million each. You see what I mean? So that is possible, right? But it all depends on the market structure and financial systems as well. So also another thing as well, you got to understand, and I'm going to say this to you, hopefully those of you guys who are still here and watching and understanding, right? Because if you're not here and you're not understanding, you're just going to troll, then sadly you're not getting the info. I'm just giving it to people who watch the entire video. They get the info, right? So let me give you this, right? There is also a possibility that one Bitcoin, right, could be worth $10,000. So if you're still here, I'm sure you're probably shocked about that. What the hell did this guy just say? A Bitcoin could go to $10 million, also could be worth $10,000. Now, let me explain how it can go. So I've said how it goes to $10 million, right? If the financial system crashes or something crazy happens, because the money is going to be devalued, BTC value is going to be more. You're just going to need more and more money to buy BTC. But money will be available like that as well. So it's going to be literally toilet paper. However, if it becomes 10K, the only way that happens is if we have a global financial reset. That means the money is reset. So, for example, whatever you're buying today for $10, right? If the money's reset and everything, the whole system's reset, what you buy for $10 tomorrow, for example, you can actually buy that for $1. If that happens, then 100K BTC can be worth 10K, and it's nothing wrong with that. So you have to understand the logic behind. your BTC is still worth one BTC. That's why a lot of the Bitcoin maxis, including myself, we always say one BTC is worth one BTC. The only difference that you're paying when you're paying 100K for a BTC, right, or when you're paying 200K for a BTC, that's only because your money's been so much depreciated. That's the reason why, nothing more. BTC is still one BTC, right? So I hope that kind of answers the question. Do you know your friends only Adam Stokes and Crypto Coffee? Crypto Coffee, yes, I do. Adam Stokes rings a bell, but I don't know, bro. So I'm not sure. Sorry. ABC, yes, I just answered your question. All right. CL says Postchain has been launched because Vitalik buttering forex the price of S-load of the S-load function, which makes staking and unstaking too expensive for Hex on Ethereum. So Richard wanted to save Hexagon. Whatever your justifications are, I'm not here I'm not gonna argue about hexagons. I'm not gonna argue about why he launched it, because that's his validation. I'm not going to talk about any of those things, right? Vitalik raised the prices. It's like Vitalik's having a go at him. Well, what about the other blockchains that were there at that time? Every other blockchain that's there. So was he only targeting Hex specifically? We're not going to get into the argument, because if we do, believe me, I'm going to ruin it for you. You're going to ruin it for me. There's no point, right? Because there's too many people. As I say, if you're a maxi, great, that's not a problem. I respect you, right? But what you need to understand is, don't focus on that one coin. Vitalik, whatever upgrades they did, it affected every single EVM chain, every single layer 2 on the blockchain, every single one of them. Okay, gets even better. Postchain. What is Postchain? Postchain is technically a layer 1. It's a copy of Ethereum. And how are they even operating it? Well, guess how they operate it. They had to go to WETH to go and get it. And when Ethereum, Ethereum is WETH, right? So the nodes and everything is running on WETH, right? So that's the same thing. They're not running something different. It's going to be launched. It's not a problem. I've got friends who can launch a blockchain tomorrow. What difference does it make? They're not worried about staking and this and that. None of that business. These are just excuses. We don't need excuses. We don't need none of that. If you've got a blockchain, you got a problem with it, fix it, because there are 1,000 others. When you're looking at EVM, brother, go to chain.io or something, right? There's a list, chain list, right? You can go and see. There's 4,000 or 5,000 blockchains running on Ethereum, on top of Ethereum. How come none of them were bothered about it? And they're still carrying on normal? So please, don't give me that excuse, please. Let's not go there, bro. Let's not go there. Right? I'm not, listen, CL, we're not going to talk about Richard Hart. This channel's not for Richard Hart. Okay, you want to go and listen to Richard Hart or hear about him, then listen to it from his own mouth. Good luck to you. But I'm not here for that, bro. I'm not going to argue with someone for no good reason. Honestly, absolutely. It's pathetic, right? Because it's nonsensical when someone says, this is the reason why we did that. Well, if you did that, good luck to you. Carry on. Go make loads of money. I don't need you here. I don't need you here. Sorry, my brother. But I'm being honest. There's no point. There's thousands of blockchains. I don't think Vitalik had something against him personally. Do you know what I mean? Let's leave that, please. All right. Tech King says, is it advisable to invest in meme coin Shiba? So I personally hold some. I've mentioned it on many videos. But again, it depends on when you bought it. If you're planning to go in now, then whatever you buy now, doesn't matter if it's a meme coin or any main coin, it doesn't matter. Just make sure to have some form of a stop loss or some form of an exit strategy, because I keep mentioning this on every video, guys. This is the beginning of the end of the bull market. That means we're so close to the end of the bull market that you need to plan ahead when you're going to exit. So now's not the time to think about making a 10x or 20x or 100x, right? The probability of that happening, yes, it's absolute, right? We can actually do that. That's not an issue. But just by holding and thinking about that and not planning, you're gonna actually lose more money that way. So that all I'm trying to tell people is, guys, don't lose money. All right, so Tretch, don't lose money, right? Whatever you do, have a plan in place. It's like, okay, I'm going to take my initial out at that stage, have that plan, or I'm going to have a stop loss, so just in case the market dips, then I'm already exited out, I don't lose my money. Those are the way you need to think right now. And yes, of course, if it goes up 10x, 20x, 30x, everyone's making money, right? So on the way up, yeah, we're fine, we're not complaining about that. But what if it goes down? That's the whole thing you need to start thinking about. So, CL says, bro, I just wanted to educate you. I don't need your education, brother. I don't need your education. Honestly, thank you. Thank you. But I don't need your education here. I educate people. I don't need education. And especially when it comes to Hexcoin or Richard Hart, I don't need that. Right? I mean, if you look at him before his coin and you look at him after his coin and look at the way he behaves and acts right now, it's so cringe, bro. So cringe. It's so cringe. Right? It's so cringe, bro. I'm telling you. Oh man, I'm telling you, so cringe. There's a few of those guys. I'm like, seriously. But anyway, good luck to him and good luck to the Hexicans as well. Right? Good luck to you guys. No problem. I don't have a problem with that. But as I said, I don't hold any. And even if I do hold some, I don't even know where the wallet is. Honestly, I don't even know. Even if I find the wallet somewhere on my backup or something, I'm not even sure if I remember the password. So it really doesn't bother me. Not fast. I've made money already. Hex, I've already made my money. I think I did like with Hexcoin, I think I did about 10x or something. With Postchain, I did buy PLS and PLSX or whatever. I bought all of them. I've traded them. I've done some memes and whatnot and this and that. But that was it, and I've left it. I didn't bother anymore. I'm not doing, but I wasn't mentioning Hexcoin. You bought Hexcoin to me. So when you're talking about outrage marketing and whatnot, bro, who started Hexcoin here? Who started talking about Hexcoin here? Please. Who said RH? You did. I didn't. So what outrage? What are we talking about? I'm not marketing it. You're more like marketing it with me. So come on, bro. On a live stream, come on. Come on. The truth is out there. Who started the conversation? You did. So I wasn't even talking about it. I wasn't even thinking about it. I actually forgot about it. I erased him from my memory until you brought it back. So, you know, I'm only going by the facts, nothing more. There are thousands of blockchains built on top of Ethereum as a layer 2. Nobody else decided to make another blockchain because they're having issues with gas fees and whatnot. I'm sorry. Aave is very good, Umar. I've mentioned to many people, said Aave, whether you buy the coin, of course you want to buy the coin when it's very cheap, but Aave, the platform, brilliant. Okay, so Aave, like whoever is here right now, if you when we head towards the bear market, so in a bull market, when you made all that money, you made that USDT, USDC, or whatever you make, all of those crypto gains that you made, right? In the end of the bull market, stick that into Aave and earn some yield from that while you're waiting for the like the bear market bottom, and then basically go and buy some Aave and go and buy whatever crypto you want, because that's how you're going to make money. So sometimes it's good investment. You are going to make a lot of APY out of it, basically, from your you know, stable coin that's sitting around doing nothing. So that's what's going to be. So let's see. That's Aave. TL says, I wanted to know if you are aware of the SEC and Interpol themes right now. I wasn't sure about the Interpol, but I do know about SEC, right? But again, knowing about it and caring about it are two different things, right? I know about it, but I don't care about it. Does that make sense? Just knowing about it and caring about two different things, brother. Right? So I hope that kind of makes sense to you, right? No, CL, it's not about personal reasons or whatever. The whole thing is you're coming here, you're telling me you want to educate me, right? Well, if I'm not interested, why would I want to be educated, brother? That's the whole thing. Why would I be? Because if something doesn't make sense to me, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't need education on that. And I'm not saying that for like, oh, it's against thing. As I mentioned, as soon as you mentioned it, what did I say? I said I've held Hexcoin. I've bought Hexcoin, and I admired that guy for what he was doing on YouTube, promoting his coin. I admired him. These are the words I use. Go back and rewind and listen to it. I admired him, right? He launched Hexcoin. I bought Hexcoin, right? I didn't worry about all the, you know, when people were getting free Hexcoins, like, oh, show me your BTC wallet. And he did that. Show me your BTC wallet. Show me your Ethereum, whatever he did, right? And people received a whole ton of coins. I didn't bother. I waited for the market. I bought it on market price, right? And I made a 10x on that. I think I made a 10x on that. I done all right. I'm not worried about that. When he launched Postchain, I also bought Postchain. I also used PLX. I've got all of those. It's not that I don't. I actually have it in a wallet. So I've used those. I've bought them, no problem. The only thing that didn't make sense to me, right, is all the excuses. I don't want to hear the excuses. Why? Why can't you just fix the one you already had? Why? That's my argument. Why? I don't care about the excuses. You've raised all that capital. You have all of that money, millions and millions of freaking dollars, right? You have that, like close to a freaking $1 billion. You have that. Fix the problem. Fix the problem. I'm sure you can bribe Vitalik and he'll probably sort your S load out. Do you know what I mean? Right? Please come on. So that's what I'm saying, man. Right? All right, okay. So he said it's all right. Now I know that. Yeah, okay. And then he said just change the topic. Okay, my bro, I will definitely change that. We're not going to talk about Hexcoin because, as I said, I'm not a big fan anyway. So Umar says, do you use TA tools like Elliott Wave for predictions? Yes and no. Yes and no. All right. There are times when you would use an Elliott Wave. Yes, fine. There are some, there are some ways it works. Right, there are some ways it works, right? Like that right now, people will say, oh, we've done an ABC, we're in this particular direction. But you see, with the thing with the Elliott Wave is, right, there's not just one pattern, there's not just ABC, there's ABCD as well, right? And then there's a 1 2 3 4 5 pattern as well. So when you start looking at it, they're all the same. So you can't just specifically just look at one, right? However, the best tools to use, right? The best tools to use, in my opinion, right, is like if you're looking for long-term predictions. Forget the trends. We're not looking at the we're looking at the trends, not looking at the waves, right? Because the waves are hard, right? Because some people will say, oh, that was the wave, up and down, right? For example, I'll give you a good example. I'm going to show you my chart, right? And you're going to see how simple my chart is. All right, give me a sec. Okay, yeah, look, I'm gonna flip over my chart. All right, this is my chart. There's no waves, there's no nonsense, all right? And in fact, if you look at my indicators, I know you're going to think, oh, this guy's got indicators all switched off. Yes, I have indicators, but they're switched off because those indicators that I have are not for the bull market. They're not for the bull market. These are bear market indicators. Now, this lot here, look, people are going to talk about this. They're going to try. Let me fix the drawing for you. Give me a second. All right, drawings. Right. So you see, people are going to try and connect. People are going to try and connect these and say this is a wave and that's a wave and all sorts. Right, guys, this is more of a wave. This is more of a wave, and this wave here hasn't even finished. So if you look at this data, look, this is a wave and that's a wave. But people are going to try and put waves here as well. It's like wave within a wave. And it's like, seriously, guys, calm down, man. You don't need none of that business, right? All we got to know is where the market is right now. So, for example, when I activate the drawings, right? When I activate the drawings, or let me just put something here. Right? If I activate the drawings, all of a sudden you see where all my, things are. Oh, fuck's sake. Right. So now you get to see where all the lines are, where all the targets are, and you can see how I have my target at there and how I've did it. Do you see what I mean? Right? So these are the prices I have, and 133 to 137, which you can't see because here, 13. These are my target lines. So all of these, the white lines that you see, these are the predictions that we've already did. So you can see every single prediction has played out exactly as it needs to, and there's nothing to do with waves or no indicators there. Do you know what I mean? We don't use those, right? So of course, when you're talking about waves or say, for example, indicator, there is only one indicator that I use, either the MACD, right, or I use the RSI. Most of the time, I use an RSI. For me, RSI on a higher time frame, that's all I need. I don't need any other tools, and that kind of gives me what direction we're going, because everything depends on price action and sentiment, right? If price action and sentiment are one direction, simple. If the price movement is up and the sentiment is up as well, we're bullish. This is the most simple way to do it. So I just use that. I'm not bothered with indicators. So I know some people use 50 different indicators. On my chart, I can guarantee you there's only RSI and stochastic RSI. That's it. And even then, I don't even look at it all the time. So that's that. Anyway, CEO says, okay, real quick, why didn't he fix it? Because, all right, bro, please, let's just leave it. Please, bro, leave it. Let's not, please. Please. I'm not even going to read the rest of it, please. And clearly, you're like, I hope you're not mad. Please, no, please. Okay, let's just leave it, please. Oh my, please, my brother, please. Did I mention that I know how to make that I've worked on cryptocurrency projects. I think I mentioned it in this video. I've been involved in a few projects. I've worked with a few guys. There are a few things that I know myself. And yes, when we talk about ERC20, yes, it's immutable. But there are ways we can actually send updates to it, as long as you're the original owner. So if he decided to chuck his wallet away that he created with, then yeah, maybe not. But I doubt that happened. So let's not go there, please. All right. Things can be updated as long as you're the original creator. You have the full access. You can go read, write on the blockchain. There's no such thing as immutable. Please. All right. The contract is, yes, immutable. That means that's the original contract, but you can update certain functions of it. And the gas has nothing to do with him. The gas has nothing to do with him. We can make proxy contracts to connect and talk to the old contract. We can make contracts to talk to another contract. We can do that. Like Aave, what does it do? Same thing. We can make that. We can do all of those things. That's not an issue. You could update those. That has nothing to do with gas, whatnot, and this and that. Bro, please, let's leave it, man. Right. No, I'm not right. I'm not right. I don't care. I'm not right, bro. Forget it. Leave it, man. Please. I don't even know why you're still here. Listen, now you're ruining it, bro. Now you're ruining it. Yeah, now you're pissing me off. Now you're absolutely pissing me off. Right? I don't need to be right. Why do I need to be right? I'm just telling you what the fact is. If you don't know the fact, do you know how to make smart contracts? If you do, come, let's go build a cryptocurrency. You and me together. Come on, let's go and build a cryptocurrency. Come on, I'll do it right now. Let's go and do it. We'll build a whole blockchain. How about that? If you know so much about things, why the fuck are you a hexagon? Why can't you build a hex? I'll buy your coin. Go and build a hex. I'll buy your coin. Don't be a hexagon. Don't follow Richard Hart. Go and do your own thing. Go and do your own thing if you know so much. Fuck's sake, man. Please, man. Fucking hell. My God, man. Sorry, Umar. Sorry, man. Sorry, everybody here. I don't know. Those of you guys watching here. You're a oh, my God, man. Honestly. If you know how all of this works, why are you sitting here defending Richard Hart? Do it. I'll buy. My whole community will buy your coin. I'll pump your coin. I'll pump your coin. I'll buy you. I'll market your coin. Go and do it first. Go and build a cryptocurrency coin. Go and create a smart contract on ERC20 and go and see if you can update it or not. Then come back to me and say, oh, then you're right or wrong. Then say that. I'm not trying to be fucking right here. My God, man. I don't give a fuck about Richard Hart and I don't give a fuck about the hexagons. I don't need any of that bullshit here, man. Please. Because all I'm saying is you're defending yourself and then now you're like, oh, you don't like this. You're not. You can update contracts. We can pull contracts and still send updates to them as long as you have the original wallet. Right? My God, man. My God. It's just like the other day, I had a XRP Maxi here who just completely refused to hear anything. Right? So then I did a nice video with FNN blinding at him. Is that what you want? Well, fucking hell, man. Come on. Bro. I'm not the usual type of YouTuber, just in case you didn't know. Probably you're now understanding. I'm not the usual type of YouTuber. I don't give a shit about advertisement. I don't give a damn about sponsors. I don't give none of that. If I have to effing blind someone, I'll do it. I don't care, and I'll do it on a live, right? Because I'm not here. I'm not concerned. I don't give a damn about anybody else here, right? I'm not here for those things. So end of the day, that's what it is. Again, all up. Seal. Can you just stop your hex coin? Because if you don't, one more thing about hex coin, I'm gonna freaking ban you right now. I'm gonna ban you right now because you're ruining the stream, bro. One more thing about hex coin, I swear to God, I'm gonna ban you right. I'm gonna kick you right now. I don't want to hear about hex coin anymore. I don't give a fuck about Richard Hart. He can go fuck himself, and SEC can fuck him in the backside as well, and all of that shit. I don't give a fuck about it. And don't tell me what is this and that, making excuses. I want you to go and do it. That's what I want you to do. I want you to create a contract. I want you to create a contract, and then you tell me. Don't make excuses, because all I'm hearing excuses. Is that what Richard Hart told you? Is that all the excuses he's given you? Why can't you just say one thing? He took $1 billion off you guys. A freaking $1 billion off you guys. Which part of that don't you like? Took a freaking $1 billion off you guys. My God, man. Move on to what, KR? What's up? What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to talk about? Because this guy's just come here, just hex, fucking like getting some free marketing of me. Fuck hex. That's what I'm gonna say. Fuck hex. Fuck hexicans. Fuck all of them. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, man. My God, man. You come on a live stream and you're gonna talk to me and you think I'm gonna be like just like every other freaking YouTuber kissing up to people? I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck. Supra is very good. Derek, Supra is on another level. So if you are looking at Supra, well hyped, very good community, very strong community. I highly recommend that. Buy the dip and hold on to it. But make sure to have a stop loss because we're at the end of the bull market. We're coming to close to the bull market, which is what I'm advising. So I'm here all the time advising people to save their funds, to keep their profits, to lock in their profits, not make a loss, right? Because I know what happens every bull run. Whenever we're at these peak levels, right, most of the people are interested in crypto. In the bear market, when everything's bloody, people are afraid. Oh, it's going to bleed even more. For God's sake, that's when you buy. When you see a red, you buy. You see a red, you buy. There's no ifs and buts. You buy, right? I'm not talking about dip. You buy the dip. When it goes bloody, when it goes down 20, 30, 40, 50%, you buy. 2021, end of 2021, I got a video, 2021, right? Where I said to people, I said, bro, if it goes below $19,800, if it goes below that, you sell your house, you sell your kidney, you sell whatever you have to, right? You go and live in a freaking box if you have to. You buy BTC. That video's, I think, still kind of, I think it's pinned to my Twitter account. It's pinned to my Twitter account. I said, if it goes there, you sell your house, right? And you buy BTC. And those who did are laughing now. Right, so that's what you do when you see these coins. Yeah, but in the bull market, what I tell people is, guys, look, if we're closer to the fake bull market, yeah, buy, no problem, you're going to be okay. Earlier on, like last 6 months ago, 6 months plus actually, almost a year now, I've been telling people, guys, pick whatever coins you want. We're in the bull market. Pick whatever coins you want, no problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about fundamentals. Just buy. That's what I was saying a year ago. Now I'm telling everyone, guys, we're at the end of the bull market, so we're at the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the end of that bull market. So whatever you buy now, make sure to buy with a stop loss, protect your funds. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just giving good advice, nothing more. So yeah, Supra's on another level, I'm telling you, because KR, he talked to me about Supra as well, right? Bluebeam, I can't tell you off the top of my head, KR. I can't tell you off the top of my head about Bluebeam, man. I forgot. I can't remember. My mind is kind of mumbo jumbo right now. I can't remember, my brother. I can't remember. Well, Supra, I remember, man. Supra, I remember. Okay, let me do the honors. No, silent, no, don't do the honors at all. Stay where you are, no problem. What was I saying? So CL says, what are the top 5 meme coins? There are a bunch of names that you mentioned. Whether they're top or not, I don't know. What I do know is what I'm holding. So I'm currently, and I've been transparent a bit, I'm holding Shib, I'm holding Pepe, I'm holding Bonk, right? I'm holding Brett, right? Brett or Brat, whatever it's called, the one on base. I'm holding that as well. Dog with Hat, I'm holding that as well. And there was another one I'm holding as well, man. Maneki as well, I'm holding that. There's a bunch of meme coins I'm holding, and I've been transparent about those. I've been holding them, but I've been holding them from the beginning. You know what I mean? Some of them I receive for free, right? Because of all the Solana phone, Saga phone and whatnot, right? So some of them I receive for free, some of them I haven't. I bought basically. So yeah, and Bonk, I'm more bullish right now on Bonk because Bonk, I believe, again, I don't know because the news is given to me because I don't watch the news, right? But I believe Bonk right now is going to pump like how Shib did. It's going to pump big as well because it's gone to Robinhood. So because it's gone to Robinhood, yeah, maybe there's going to be a Robinhood pump, right? We might see that. So let's see, you know. So those are the one I'm holding. Ponke, I do have some, but nothing too significant, you know, just like $100, just chuck it there. There are sometimes when I just chuck $20, I don't care. Because on a meme coins, if it makes you money, $20 could make you money, so it doesn't matter. I'm not too interested. Because for me, meme coins are usually one night stands. That's how I look at it. Dirty says Polygon is it dead? No, not exactly. It's not dead. What you got to look at is, look, I've just mentioned this as well. There are thousands of blockchains. There are hundreds coming out every other day. So easy to make a blockchain. It's so easy to make a blockchain these days. It's another business out there. You know what I mean? So end of the day, if you need a blockchain, it doesn't cost much. Let me give you a good example. If you, there are developers out there, right, where it only costs about $70,000-$80,000 to actually build a blockchain. Think about it. But creating an entire community out there costs millions. You see what I mean? So yes, there are millions involved, but to make the blockchain is nothing. 70, 80 grand for a decent company to make you a blockchain. Decent company. However, if you know how to do it yourself, it doesn't cost you anything. Maybe, I don't know, 0.01 ethereum or whatever you're going to pay for fees. That's it. You know what I mean? It doesn't cost much. Right? Yeah. So no, Polygon's okay. It's got its own community, but the problem you need to look at, right, is all these blockchains. The reason we're suffering, a lot of these blockchains are suffering, right, is mostly meme coins. That's the truth. Mostly meme coins, right? So basically, what's happening is a lot of these projects. There are like small communities, right, who like to develop NFTs, whatnot, build and this and that, right, on these projects. No one's really building anything significant for the project other than the project, right? Because what you'll find is most of the decks and this and that are like the founders of the project, the main protocol or the main blockchain are involved in building those dexes and whatnot, right? They're involved in that, believe me, they are, right? So there's some sort of a backing, funding, whatever they do, but they're involved in it. But the rest of the stuff is just shitcoin, right? So when people are making shitcoin on these things and people are not buying, what do? These developers then look elsewhere where the money flows, right? So if the money, meme coin, for example, if it goes into Solana, then they're on Solana. And now currently we're doing like 20,000 coins per day. That people are making 20,000 coins per day. I own one, so on the description there's a link for our coin, right? Which obviously, as I said, I haven't bought any and we haven't sold any anyway, so no one's. It's there. It's like a pre-sale, so it's there. But that's there. That's another coin. That's add one more to 20,000. You know what I mean? So that's it's where the money is. That's where people go. That's where people go. So yeah, once upon a time, Matic was brilliant. You know, to me, Matic was brilliant. Still is brilliant, right? Still makes money, by the way. It's not like it doesn't make money. When you go to 20, 30 cents, you buy it, you sell it at $1, you still make money, right? So you've got to think about it that way. It's like, look, what are we in it for? Money. So if it's a blue chip, we're gonna make money. It's a blue chip. It's an old school blue chip, no problem. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it's dead. It's just the money's just moved out elsewhere. That's what it is, right? But during the hype, they're all gonna pump. They're all gonna pump. So Polygon price prediction. I can tell you, I'm not tracking it, but I can tell you because I do hold a very small amount of Polygon. Let me just check. Let me just check what Polygon says. So from where we are, I won't give you a all-time high thing, right? What is something crazy prediction? All I'm going to say to you, and this is what I say to all my community as well, the only target you have now is $2.92, the previous all-time high. So from where we are right now, we have to do literally a 6x. So you have to do a 5x more than now. 6x, then yeah. So let's see what happens. Altcoin season has started. We're about to confirm the altcoin season next Monday. We're going to confirm if it's an altcoin season. And we're already seeing some action in the markets as well. And I'll just show you my thing. So I'll just show you, look, this is what I mean. So you see that blue, that high there, that's where we need to get to. That high is where we need to get to. But as you can see, we're currently sitting here. We need to get up to that level. That's the target. Once we get to that target, then basically you can start saying, okay, now we might be looking at a higher price. So from that point, you can do another 2x. So for example, if we get to $2.92, then what you can do, you can apply another maths, which will give you $6 to $9. That's probable. You see what I mean? So it's a probability, but it's not anything right now. The only thing we need to target, so anybody is in the game needs to target, is get to that $2.92. But again, it's one of those coins I don't follow that much. I do hold some, as I said, very small amount, nothing too big. Years ago, I used to make a lot of money on it, right? So I used to flip it. But so for me, when I say I don't flip it, guys, what I mean is there are new blockchains which I'm interested in. So I've now diverted my funds into those. So like last whole year, I was actually pumping Say. So I was moving and doing a whole bunch of stuff on Say. Prior to that, I did it on Matic. You see what I mean? So sometimes when blockchains change, other narratives change, I want to be where the money is. That's where the money is. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Sia says, do you know about ticker Bitcoin? It's Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic. No, my brother. Sorry, I don't. Sorry, I don't. Listen, as I said to you, maybe you did miss that part. Meme coins for me are usually one night stands. That kind of finishes meme coins off. I'm in it, maximum 2 hours, 24 hours maximum. I'm out, bro. That's it. If it makes me money, it makes me money. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not gonna hold any meme coins. Meme coins are one night stands, maximum, maximum. A couple of hours. That's even better, like a mistress. So that's it. I heard Polygon is in the hand of 10 Indians. Yes, Polygon was created by a bunch of Indians. In fact, those Indians are very close friends of Vitalik Buterin, just in case you didn't know. So yeah, they are well connected. And yeah, definitely. It's an Indian coin, so I don't know if you knew about that. They have Polymarket, a nice bit. Yep, there you go, they have that. As I mentioned about how a lot of the founders, they make their own project, so it is what it is. Faisal, nice to see you. I thought you weren't coming today, bro. What's going on? You're here. Bloody hell. I'm about to leave, man. I'm about to leave. CL said, I thought you hold Shiba. I do. I just said that, bro. You're confused, man. I'm telling you, you're confused, bro. You need to rewind back. I gave a list of coins that I hold, and I said I hold Shiba Inu. Yeah, I said that on a live stream, man. Bro, this is not edited, man. Live stream. I hold Shiba Inu. Do you want me to say it louder? I hold Shiba Inu. I hold Pepe. I hold Bonk. Bro. Faces as I watch the stream on commute tomorrow morning. Yes, Mariah. It is a meme coin. It is a meme coin. Oh, you mean I hold how I... Okay, about the other ones. Okay, right. Okay, so let me get to the point of that. So obviously you're new here, so you don't understand the context. All right. Yes. Okay. Okay, that confusion. Let me clear that for you. So if you watched the video from the beginning, you'd have understood there was a segment where I spoke about how I like to take my initial investments out. Anyway, you missed that. I'm not going to repeat myself. Maybe you want to go and watch it back again. However, those people who know about me and Shiba Inu, when Shiba Inu launched, right, I bought a significant amount of Shiba Inu. Within 12 hours, so my one night stand wasn't even 24 hours, 12 hours, I doubled my money. I doubled my money within 12 hours of Shiba Inu, right? During that first 12-hour pump, I doubled my money. I took all my initial out and all of the profit out. And then I sat back and I said, this thing's going to dump. So when it dumped, then I started analyzing it. I said, guys, this is the time we want to buy. This is the time we want to buy. So we went back in with the profits, nothing more, none of my personal money, profits. And then I've been holding since then. So yeah, I had my one night stand, a 12-hour stand. I had that already. So again, because you're new, you're getting a bit confused. No problem. Those people who follow also bought at that same time, and everyone had a 12-hour gangbang, if that makes any sense, right? So it wasn't just a one night, it was a 12-hour gangbang. So yeah. Dirty says, walk to us, spit on that bang. See, yeah, it says nice, you played it well. I don't contradict myself, bro. I do what I preach. You know, meme coins for me, maximum one night stand. One night stand, that means within 12 hours, whatever. But most, I'm out. I want my initial out. And if I've lost money, then I've lost money. And of course, I've got hundreds of coins that I've lost money that are still in my wallet. So technically, I still hold them longer than 24 hours. But I've lost my money. They just didn't come back. They rugged. You know what I mean? So some of these meme coins, they come in, they rug, or the devs move away or something, right? And then they bleed out 100%, 200%. To the point where, like, you know, just as an example, $1,000 becomes $1. So what am I going to do with that coin anymore? I can't even sell it. It's not even worth selling. So I'll just leave it. So yes, technically I do hold those, but ultimately I know, like from my own, like, I've learned lessons, right? From the mistakes that I've made. And I said, you know what? No, they're not even worth that. Maximum 2-3 hours, play the pump, make the money, 2, 3, 4, 5x. That's the best you want. Get out. And then if you got some left, profit, leave some profit, no problem. So hold on to that profit, but take your initial out. And then that way you're out. You're not holding it, basically. And even if you are, then those are the dust that you left from the profit. So it's not your money. So that's the most important thing. Yes, my brother. Faisal, yeah, we did a gangbang, man. I'm not joking, bro. I'm not joking. One night stand became a gangbang for all of us, man. Everyone that bought Shiba that particular time, I was telling everyone, I said, buy Shiba, buy Shiba. I'm not joking. Ask KI if you see, yeah. I was like, buy Shiba, buy Shiba. Everyone bought Shiba. So there was a couple of us, we went heavy. Some people bought like a couple of $100. Some people bought a couple of $1,000 because obviously people are finding it risky. It's like, what the hell is this guy talking about? And then there was one brother, one guy, I forgot his name, right? Him and me. So he was used to be on Discord, but he's not in the country anymore. But check this out. He's retired. He's moved away from the country. He's left. He's taking his crypto profit and he's left. So him and me went heavy, right? And we basically, both of us doubled our money. Within 12 hours, we exited the whole lot. I think we probably ended up crashing it. Because, yeah, we were quite heavy in it. So it is what it is. Jesse says, what's a good time to enter BTC trade, in your opinion? Now is a good time, to be honest. But, of course, I'm not going to give you any financial advice. Now is a good time. Anytime you want to enter a particular trade, look for the red. A red is good. BTC is moving sideways now. That's a good opportunity. It's red and it's moving sideways. That's a good opportunity. Of course, is it going to bleed out a little bit more? There's a potential it could bleed out up to next Monday. That's why I said give it until next Monday. So until next Monday, BTC is going to decide whether it wants to stay around that $92,000 or $93,000 that it's hovering right now, or is it going to go to $90,000? Now, I can tell you from some of the analysis that I did, we can actually bleed all the way up to $80,000. So here's the fun part. We can potentially bleed up to $18,000, 80,000, but we cannot go below 80,000. So if we go below 80,000, it creates a bit of a problem. Bull market's going to be over. However, if it goes to 80,000 and the alts do not bleed at all, BTC goes to 80,000, up to 80,000. So just saying hypothetically, and the alts are still green. Ooh. You're gonna love it because you're gonna make some serious gains if you bought at $80,000. So yeah, listen, if someone's got spare cash, I'll say put a buy order at 80,000 or maybe $81,000. Put a buy order there. Just sit back, relax. Not the type of an order where you sell your house, but that's a good opportunity because that's gonna be a perfect bounce area, right? If we get there, because from everything on the charts. For us, if we go to $80,000, we're still bullish. We're still in the bull market. That's the beautiful thing. We're actually still in the bull market. So 80,000, up to 80,000, we can handle no problem. So that's not an issue. I've been calling for 90,000, right? Because I'm just playing a bit safe. But looking at the charts, yeah, the other number I looked at was 86,000. I think that's a good number as well. But I did a reanalysis because of the price changes and everything as well. Because when I did that analysis, we weren't at 108,000. So when I did all of that again, it shows me that we can go up to 80. Prior to that, it was up to 76. Now it's saying 80. So, yeah, let's see where it goes. Jesse says, great advice. Thank you. No, that's fine. Just buy the red. We love the red here. This channel, Crypto Roche, me and a few others, we love the red. We get excited. Whenever we see red, we get so excited. We love the red. That's when you make money. You buy the red, sell the green. So CEO says, thoughts on CME gaps. Are they relevant or is it fine to ignore them? Mostly just ignore them, but they do have some relevance. They do impact the price a little bit because what they do is when they send the update, we don't know what they've done. So Friday 5 p.m. or whenever they close the accounts, they don't submit the account, they submit it on a Monday. So whatever the gap was, bullish or bearish, that is, we only find out on chain. So the exchanges and everybody update it on Monday, and that can be a bit of an issue. So yes, it messes with sentiment mostly. There is some relevance, but not too much. It doesn't bother us too much because CME, if you look at how much they're trading, it's insignificant, guys. When we're doing hundreds of billions of dollars per day, we dump $100 billion, right? When we're doing that on all of the exchanges globally, when CME, what are they doing? Nothing. So that doesn't even matter. So for that reason, they don't even bother us. Yeah. Faisal says, Sham, the Reds allowed me to go in few leverage trades, and we love it more. We love it more opportunities. Yes, it's always opportunity. That's the thing, bro. That's the thing. Reds are the best. Be excited. Celebrate the red. Your favorite color should be red. Everything should be red. Today I was looking at I got the Kind of. It's like we have a shop, right? And on YouTube, we have a shop, right? YouTube brand shop or whatever. But I don't like it. That's why I put a message. I said, don't buy anything, guys. It's just nonsense. It needs to be updated. So today I went and signed up, right? I signed up to the same company. I don't know if you guys know MKBHD. Really nice guy. He does mobile phone reviews and whatnot. He's got a car show as well now. He's got a podcast as well. But MKBHD, he's partnered with the company and they do the merch for him. So I signed up for that today, right? And I saw a few things and I was looking at a few caps and whatnot, embroidery and whatnot. And believe me, every time like they were showing me colors in black and white, I'm looking at the red. I'm looking at the red. Red, it's the best color. It's the best color. RWA is good projects. If they're proper real projects, I'm not going to give you my entire opinion on it because I did that yesterday, so I don't want to repeat myself. On yesterday's live stream, I talked about RWA, but just for the gist of it, right? RWA projects are great, all right, if the company is genuine and see what kind of reward you're going to get out of it. If you're looking at crypto, who cares who they are? In crypto, too many people get too fussed about who they are. Who cares? I mean, listen, we have 20,000 meme coins launching every single day. Nobody knows who the founders are. Nobody knows who the founders are. Nobody knows, right? Who cares? Make the money, get the hell out. Because ultimately, there's only one rule, right? Some people are going to make money, others are going to hold. Full stop. So if it's an RWA project, if it's got good hype behind it, if it's got good marketing behind it, who gives a damn who they are, right? But if they're giving you some real world asset as well, buy that even more. That's what I'm going to say. If they're giving you real, buy that even more. So yeah, RWA is good. RWA is good. Also, the other thing, like most people looking at crypto as well, this season I'm not looking. So for me, because it's the beginning of the end, I'm noting down. Right now, I'm noting down what I'm going to buy. Right, I'm making some picks. Right, I'm looking at different categories. So I didn't pick specific coins, but I'm looking at categories. So some of those categories I'm looking at is, for example, AI agent. I'm looking at that. I'm also looking at some gaming as well, but not necessarily big name games or anything like this. I am looking at some gaming categories. Let's just say categories, right? And I'm looking at, as I say, AI agent and RWA as well. I am looking at those as well. So let's see, and there's going to be some infrastructure ones I'm also going to be looking at. We'll see how things go, but I will kind of, if there are good picks, something that I feel that I can promote, market, I will definitely. Of course, it's not paid or none of that business here. And the coins I normally talk about, I will talk about them when they're red. So I won't pump something when it's green. No, guys, I won't do that. When it's red, I'm going to say, look, guys, look, it's down. So you know that I haven't bought it or anything, and I'm not shilling it to you. It's like the lowest. When it's the lowest, I'll promote it that time, right? And yeah, you know, unbiased. It's like, this is it. You buy that. So again, those of you guys who are new, you probably don't understand what kind of a person I am. I'm just real and raw, right? But I always try and help the community. I won't promote something or shill something or talk about something if it's on a green. I won't, guys. This is wrong. This is wrong. You don't do that. That's the wrong thing to do. If it's red and you believe in that project and you think it has potential, buy that red. If it flatlines, right? If it flatlines, right? You know, it needs CPR. That's when you buy. When a project needs CPR, that's when you buy. I'm telling you. You know, and then we all go gangbang it. No problem. So let's see. Is move to earn a flop like Sweat or Steppen? Maybe not. Depends. I have Sweat on my phone. You know, Stefan, I don't know, but I have it on my phone. It's not activated anyway, switched off. But point is it depends. Like for me, I'll give you an example. So I track my steps. I actually track my steps. So I track how many steps I do because I try and maintain a certain number of steps every single day just to keep myself healthy because I don't jog and this and that. So when I go out, like every day I go out and I have to maintain a certain number of steps. I do that. I have high blood pressure. So I need to have exercise to kind of keep myself thinking. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, I've got some medical issues. So anyway, point is I go and do my steps and I need to monitor myself. Now, when I'm monitoring it on my watch, right, which I used to wear, now I don't wear any watch. I used to wear a watch. Great, no problem. I'm not getting anything, right? So then I put it on my phone and Sweatcoin, yeah, when I walk in this and that, it gives me something. And I've made quite a few sweat out of that. I've never bought any sweat, but I've made quite a few out of that. So it depends on that. Ultimately, for me, still tracking my walk, my steps, but it's just giving me something back. I don't see anything wrong with that. Do you know what I mean? And they are growing. It's not like they're not. The community is growing. A lot of people have downloaded it. Only thing is as a crypto, I don't really see the marketing there. But as whatever their business structure, because they sell the coins as well. You can buy it in there, so they have a different way of monetizing it for themselves. So yeah, it's a tool. It is what it is. So yeah, depends. You know what I mean? Again, if things are made simple for people and they can use it in the real world, then there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go into whether it's a flop or not. I think a lot of people are still using it. There's a whole bunch of downloads. If you go and look at how many downloads they've had, that kind of proves it, right? They've got more downloads than some of the coins, cryptocurrencies that we have holders. If you go and look at how many thousand holders we have on some cryptocurrency projects, some of the big ones, right? They have more downloads than that. So can we say they're not a success? I don't have a specific name, bro. I'm making a list right now on what I'm going to be buying. I don't give a list. No, not now. Sorry. During this time, I don't. So again, you're new, so you don't know this, but my regular viewers, the guys who have been following me for the last 4 years, they know that during a bear market, I'm happy to give you a list of my opinions, what coins I'm going to be picking, and I usually would say these are the coins I'll be looking at, and other coins people talk about. I'll give my opinions on those, and we'll actually collaboratively go and buy a whole bunch of them, right? At that time. During this time, I don't do that. I'll talk about 1 or 2 coins or whatever my thoughts are and whatnot, right? But I won't talk about what coins I like and dislike and this and that, because right now the time is, if you haven't already bought it, you want to be making a list and watch the performance. Because I said that to someone else the other day as well. He said he's new. It was yesterday. I said yesterday's live stream. He goes, I'm new to crypto. I said, if you're new to crypto, don't buy it, just observe, watch what the market does. And then if you find a few coins that do really nice gains, especially the blue chip ones, look at them and then basically observe and keep a note of them. Next season, when we come back, like right now, BTC 100K, if it goes to 50K, what would you rather have, 100K BTC or a 50K BTC? So I said, just observe. So some of these coins, doesn't matter how high they go, they're all going to come down. So when they come down, if they're below current price, then yeah, that's what I'm buying. I'm buying the red, basically. So I'm targeting to buy reds. So there is no such thing as a favorite coin or such thing as one. Whatever I think has the biggest people power, that's one unit I'm going to look at. That's one trigger that I have. And I'm also going to look at, for example, this season, how high the pumps were. They're very important as well. So if I see there's traction in these particular coins, then yeah, fine. Because ultimately, they're going to dump for one reason. When BTC dumps, when the market is over, when BTC, Ethereum, everything bleeds out, everything else is going to bleed out 80, 90%. So if we know that, then let them go to, like right now, if they do a 500%, it's fine. Like some of these coins, they might go from $1 to $5. Great. But then if they dump 90%, they're back to $1. I'd rather buy at that price. So that's just my way of targeting certain things. If you so a lot of the earlier videos I talked about, ETH has been disappointing. ETH has been really disappointing. It's been struggling. ETH has been struggling. While BTC is moving, it hasn't really been doing much. However, right now, today, ETH is doing quite well. ETH is doing quite well. So whether ETH gets to 8K or even 5K, let's just say 5K, whether ETH gets to 5K or not, totally depends. Totally depends if the whales on BTC decide to start pumping BTC right now. Because we know that from our side, from our community members and some of the conversations that I have with other people, a lot of people have started to rotate their BTC into alts. So a lot of people are not holding BTC. But if the whales, big institutions or whatever, decide to manipulate and start say, look, we don't want alts to move, we want BTC to move, they could end up wrecking us. So I've always said this, like recently I've said this, I said, guys, BTC is like dangerous for us. And look, BTC is moving up to 95K. Right now, BTC is just pumped to 95K. We don't want BTC to go do anything. Just sit back, relax. Do you know what I mean? Let the alts move. Because BTC goes up, it's fine. But when BTC bleeds, everything else bleeds. And we don't want that. That's the danger. So Dawa Quest XRP, I've already talked about XRP, bro. We've been here 1 hour 43 minutes, and believe me, there is a segment where I talked about XRP. Just to let you know, I think XRP is going to go to $10. I think that's pretty much all I can say. I am kind of thirsty, tired, talking here for 2 hours. It's not easy. Shouting and screaming at people, that's not easy. effing and blinding people, that's not easy. Talking to trolls, that's not easy. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's hard. On a live stream, especially, it's quite difficult on a live stream because sometimes you know, even professionally, you got to hold on to your emotions. You know what I mean, right? So you don't blast away, right? But XRP, I have talked about XRP. I've talked about the centralization, all of that. So I've already done that 2 hours ago. Honestly, I wasn't intending to be here for 2 hours, but I don't have anything else to do, so I'm fine. That's why I said to the guys, I said, guys, I'll happily talk about it. But no, it's already 2 hours now, almost 2 hours now. I'm not going to be here for that long. So if you have any other questions that we haven't already spoken about in the past 2 hours, please. Algorand, yes. Listen, XRP, Algorand, XLM, HBAR. What's the other one? XCD. Yeah, I think it's XCD or something, or XDC. Sorry, XDC. All of those are on a particular category, or basically the way most people easily kind of identify them as a category. They're known as the ISO 022 coins. So those ones will all follow each other. Remember this, they will all follow each other. So there's no two ways about it. They're all going to lead because they all have massive centralized backing, right? So they have the centralized backing. They're all being covered and being backed by IMF. They're part of IMF as well now. So they're going to perform really, really well. They're really going to perform really, really well. So keep an eye on that. CEO says, I guess the real reason why crypto has been invented for is not that important anymore for the new crypto guys. Yeah, 100%. It's not. It's not. Even the old guys, it's not. Because crypto's the main thing was decentralization, own your own bank, technically own your own bank, and have an alternative financial system. Well, that alternative financial system has now entered the crypto system. So most of the companies, most of the big crypto, blue chip crypto projects that are launched now are all funded by institutions. All the VCs and everything, they're all institutions, right? So it's being funded by institutions anyway. So the decentralization is centralized. So all the decentralized coins you see come out there, centralized. That's not, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Faisal said, but it's all love for you, Sham. We all respect you. No, my brother, I will love you too, my brother. Awesome, thank you. Dawa Quest says, what is your thoughts on dog on Bitcoin? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know of the coin. Sorry, I can't tell you something I don't know about. Right. Yeah, I don't know about it, honestly. There is a few bits and bobs. I mean, Bitcoin, we talked about that as well earlier on as well regarding Cardano. So right in the beginning of this video, there was a segment when I talked about it on this live stream. We talked about Cardano, and it kind of mentions a whole bunch of companies. So a lot of the companies are now trying to do interoperability with Bitcoin. So if that happens, then people will be able to use a language. Say, for example, Cardano's language. I forgot Cardano's language starts with P. So you use that language, Pulsar or something. You use that language and you can build stuff on Bitcoin. Because what they're trying to do, a lot of these blockchains are coming together. They're trying to do is they're trying to make Bitcoin interoperable, one, but also use smart contracts, right? So that technology already exists, by the way. That technology already exists. A lot of you people don't know this. So since 2017, right, 2017 or 2018, when we had the Taproot actually allows smart contracts to be built on blockchain, so on Bitcoin. So that's already there. It's just a matter of how do you incorporate it. So that's happening anyway. It's going to happen soon. I think, yeah, we're going to see a whole bunch of dogs and smart contracts and meme coins come to think. Already we have the BRC20s anyway. So the BRC20, that's a massive thing. It's got its own market, you know, all the inscriptions and whatnot. Yeah, BRC20, man. Yeah. So that's already there. Zen rings a bell. X1, I don't know. BRC20, as I just mentioned, inscriptions and whatnot. Yeah, I own a whole bunch of inscriptions. In fact, I've launched my own thing on BRC20. It's there. Nobody needs to know. I don't advertise it. So I have my own BRC collection, basically. That's people are buying and selling. They don't know who I am, so it's fine. That's that. So it's there. Dawa says it's called Dog to the Moon Runes Project. Massive community on Twitter and over 100k holders now. Nice, awesome. Well, I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at it. You know, community is good. Looks, I'm a guy of people, right? If I see people, then that's where I am. I believe in people power. I don't care about institutions. I don't care none of that business. I don't care who the founders are. I don't care about any people. That's what I trust. The only reason I like XRP, the coin, so not the company. So there's a difference. I hate the company. I hate the founders. I hate all of them. I think they're a bunch of idiots, right? You know, the thieves, right? Criminals, centralized. But I like the community and I like the coin. You see what I mean? So it's the community that I like, right? So if you're telling me that this one is Rune's project, great, because Rune is doing some great stuff on BTC as well. They've been working for many years trying to bring functionalities onto Bitcoin. So yeah, pretty amazing, and I definitely love to go and see that. So yeah, I'll have a look at that. KR says USDT has been delisted in EU by 30 December. I won't be surprised. I told you, bro. Centralization is coming, bro. They want the one that they can track, brother. I told you, man. Listen, which part of that live stream did you guys not understand? I'm sure, okay, it was probably a 3-hour long live stream, which you guys didn't like because, you know, you guys haven't got the patience, right? I understand. But I did say RLUSD, RLUSD. RLUSD is here for one reason. Remember, it's backed by the IMF, International Monetary Fund. It's backed by the World Bank. It's backed by all of those things. Why do you think all of these centralized authorities are backing a crypto stable coin? Why? Because they got what they want. When that comes, they want to get rid of the one that they can't track. It's the USDC they can't track, right? So USDC is different. USDT is the one that you can't track, or you can basically. It's not government backed, right? It's the first one. USDC is done by Circle. Circle is a company where Goldman Sachs invested into. So Goldman Sachs owns a big share of Circle, by the way, and Circle created USDC. USDC is going to be still there. It's not an issue. USDC will still be there. It's limited to certain, because they have this consortium, 10, 15 members there. And that consortium has all of these companies and they kind of funded it. So, and they're regulated by the New York Department of whatever, the same department that has the ROUSD. But ROUSD, that's the one that literally put the nail in the coffin, last nail in the coffin. So, so yeah. It's coming, brother. I told you guys. Listen, I told you guys. The other day when I did the 1984 video, what was I talking about? I said, guys, beware. This is what's coming. Because, yes, so many people are hyped. And I'm excited for everybody for being hyped. I'm excited if that shoots everything to the moon. But you got to be aware that we're now getting mass surveillance come to crypto, because on normal fiat money, they still don't have that surveillance. They can't really surveil you because it's too segmented, right? But in crypto, when they force people to get rid of USDT, when they force all of these things out of the exchanges through regulations, right? They force them, right? Because the government's taking complete control, centralization now. When they force you, what happens, right? They put their own thing in there. Now they're going to surveil you. They're going to know exactly what, and they will have the power to switch you off. They will have the power to take your funds off you. So get ready, man. Faisal, there's no surprises, brother. I've already called it, man. I already told you guys what I'm expecting. CEO says USDC is the CBDC. They can block your funds and blacklist you. Yes, they've always had that power, but ROUSD is, right? It's not USDC wasn't. They can do it, but they haven't done it. ROUSD is on another level. It's on steroids. USDC was not backed by the International Monetary Fund. Was not backed by World Bank, right? International Bank of Settlements. It wasn't IBS or whatever they call it, right? BIS, Bank of International Settlement. It wasn't backed by any of those. RLUSD is backed by nations and national banks around the globe. So, yeah. I know a lot of people hated me on that day when I talked about it. And oh man, you know, this guy and this and that. Yeah. I'm just seeing the real thing for what it is. Is there anything wrong to open your eyes and look at certain things? Right, guys, do you have any other questions other than the ROUSD and USDT and this and that? Well, I told you guys, when ROUSD comes, if I have to use it, I'll use it. But when the bull market's over, I told you this, Faisal, as well. When the bull market's over, I'm diversifying. I'm going all of it. I'm going to look for USDT. Because they're trying to take USDT out. I'm telling you. Because that gave us freedom, man. They're going to take that out, man. CL says, no, thanks you, sir. No, I'm not, sir. Have your food. Have a food. Oh, you mean have a good evening? Peace. No, absolutely peace. But I hope, listen, CL, I do lose my temper sometimes, but I hope you didn't mind. It's just like the way I felt. I'm just being transparent here. Again, on a live stream, guys, it's there for everybody. I have my thoughts about Hexcoin. I have my thoughts about Richard Hart, and they're good and bad. Earlier on, they were good. Hex was good, but then certain things didn't make sense to me. And I've also clarified, even though it didn't make sense to me, I still held, I kind of still do hold all three of those coins. But it just didn't make sense to me. And that's the part I'm saying. But I hear too many excuses, and I don't want to hear the excuses. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's all I'm going to say. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? But that's about it, right? You know, end of the day. Like, I'll give you an example. Nah, leave it. I'm not going to give you an example. Leave it. That's no, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry, CL. But I hope kind of makes sense, right? I apologize if I've sounded rude, but I do lose my temper sometimes. Like, you know, I'm trying to talk about some subjects, trying to help people out here, trying to answer a bunch of questions, but then sometimes I'll get someone who's like a proper maxi, and I'll be like, oh fuck's sake, man, another maxi. I can't stand maxis, right? Because they don't want to see the entire picture. I just see one thing. I don't want to know about it. You know, that's why I said to you, I said, there are ways. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's it. Anyway, leave it there. So that's that. Other than that, guys, as there's no more questions, appreciate all of you guys coming here, all the comments and everything, good and bad, right? All good. And I hope I didn't offend anybody, right? And I hope it was entertaining. That's the most important thing. I hope this was entertaining. So if you're here for the first time, consider watching it from the beginning, then you might get the full context of what you're seeing. Like, share and subscribe, that's all I'm going to say. And there's a whole bunch of links below, check them out. So yeah, peace out my brother. Definitely peace out. And I hope to see you again, CEO. I hope to see you again on another stream, but please don't bring me Richard Hart and Hexagon, please, because I every time I have maxis, I have a problem. Open-minded, that's a different story, because if you're open-minded, you get to understand things in a different way. There's nothing wrong with certain things, right? When we look at it in a particular way, you know, when we're talking about what the problems are or what doesn't make sense, this is a different story. But if you're gonna act like a maxi, oh, I can tell them that. Because listen, I used to be a Bitcoin maxi. By the way, don't get me wrong, I've openly said this, I've been transparent. I used to be a Bitcoin maxi myself until 2018, right? And then I kind of fully changed in 2020. So before that, I used to still be a Bitcoin maxi, and I still am in a kind of a way, right? But I see everything for what they are now. Like, I tell people, Bitcoin is being centralized. It's being centralized, and when it's gonna get too centralized, I'm off. I'm out. I don't want to know about it. You see what I mean? So as a maxi, I'm telling people this. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me catch you guys on another one. Silent, thank you very much, my brother, for watching and moderating the entire time. Right, awesome, thank you very much, I appreciate that. Thank you to all of you guys. Please do hit that like button, helps the algorithm. And if you are considering, do subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys on another one very soon. Adios, my amigos.